Hi, welcome to this Tuesday with Michelle. I'm your girl, Michelle, your host with the most, your hostess with the mostest. Anyway, I'm so excited, guys, to bring you this episode. It's similar to last week's episode in that it's an information share type of episode. As always, feel free to hit me up in the DMs with your thoughts and with your questions about this stuff. We're going to jump right into it. Today's episode is based on a book called Attached: The New Science of Adult Attachment and How It Can Help You Find and Keep Love. And it's by Amir Levine, MD, and Rachel Heller, MA. So, in this book, they talk about three types of attachment styles that are out there. The first one is the anxious type, the second one is the avoidant type, and the third one is the secure type. And before I even go into that, the whole point of knowing what your attachment style is and also knowing what your partner's attachment style is that it will help you have a healthier relationship, right? So it helps you, for people who aren't in relationships yet, it helps you try to get into the relationship with the right person for you. And then it also just helps the partner that you're going to be with understand you better. So I'm going to jump into them, and I'm going to start with the anxious type. So how they describe this attachment style is that if someone has an anxious attachment style, they crave intimacy and they're often preoccupied with their relationships and they worry about their partner's ability to love them back, right? So if someone has this type of attachment style, they're gonna be triggered by some things. So for example, if they're like messaging you and you're not responding, or they're calling you and you're not responding, to them they like start to panic a lot and they think that something is wrong, and so they constantly want to seek assurance from their partner, right, to know that everything is good. And then another thing with the anxious type is that they think that they're only compatible with this person. And so there's a lot of worry that, oh gosh, if this relationship with this person doesn't work out, I'll never find someone else, right? And so even if they aren't happy, these people are more likely to stay. But really what it is about the anxious type of attachment style is that they just really want to feel close to people. That's really what it is. And so the partner has to do the work to make them, know and feel that they are secure in the love and that the relationship is all good to go. The second attachment style that I'll jump into is the avoidant type, and they describe this as people who are avoidant equate intimacy with a loss of independence and constantly try to minimize closeness. And avoidant people connect with partners, but then they always maintain a mental distance and an escape route. So basically, these people get freaked out when things are getting, too intense. The person they're with is getting too close to them. They just want to like run, right? Like they really want to just have their independence in everything that they're doing. And something that was interesting in this book was how they talked about it's not good for avoidant people and anxious people to be in a relationship, because the anxious person seeks someone who's always going to be close to them, and the avoidant person seeks independence, right? So you have this like tug of war, and you also have this thing where they end up in a cycle, right? Where like the closer the anxious person gets to the avoidant person, the further away or more distant the avoidant person gets, and the more anxious the anxious person gets. And then the third type that they talked about was the secure attachment style. So if you have a secure attachment style, you feel comfortable with intimacy, and these people are usually going to be warm and loving. They know when someone is wrong for them, and they know that there's plenty of love out there. So in other words, even though they're in a relationship with someone and they love them and care for them deeply, there isn't that worry that if things don't work out with this person, there's nobody else for them. And if a person disrespects somebody who's, who has a secure type of attachment style, that person will see it as indicative of the type of person that the other person is, and not a reflection of who they are as a person. And so ultimately what I got from reading this book is that the secure type of person is who you probably want to be in a relationship with, and that if you're anxious, you probably want to make sure you run away from, avoidant people, because that's just like not good. And ultimately these attachment styles, I think it's not a set in stone thing. I think they are kind of fluid, right? But then you have one that you tend to draw closer to. And so when an anxious person ends up with the secure person can actually foster an environment where this person becomes more secure over time. But you know what? It's a whole book, and I can't go into everything that's in the book. I just wanted to give you guys a high level kind of, overview of what happens in the book, just so that you guys can think about it. What type of person are you, and what type of love and needs do you seek out there? That's it from me, guys. Take care. Bye.